Good evening, everyone. Long time no see. Well, I just got home from work with about an hour and a half left into the Rumble. Just enough time to spare. But before I jump in, so we've got a new Battleground event that dropped today. The Machina Magnifica, if I remember how to pronounce that correctly. So, all armed cards punch for 30% of their base attack and are healed by 20% of their base health. So this is a perfect time to bring back and update the old Paddlin Peggy deck. So here it is right here. So if you notice, I've got Hero Hank. That's because the majority of the cards in this deck are King of the Hill cards. So we've got a couple Alamo Beers. I'll explain those in a moment. 3 Leelas. Here we have 6 quad fused Peggies, 2 Peters. That first unfused Peter I plan to fuse here shortly, but not right now. I have 8 quad fused rifles, a Roger, roller skate Peter, and a couple Tom Landry middle schools. So the idea here is to take advantage of the armed auto healing. So I want to get as many armed characters as possible. However, I don't quite have enough rifles to make the deck purely armed. So that's why I decided to put in the Tom Landry Middle School, because it has heal and shield for King of the Hill plus leech. So it can kind of babysit itself and heal my King of the Hill characters. However, if you notice, I have Roger, a couple Peters, and some Leelas. Now, if they are armed, they will auto heal. But if I use the Alamo Beers and make them drunk, they will not. So I have to be careful with those beers. They're there mainly for the high health, so I can just play them at the end and get that high health bonus. Or I can combine them with Peggy and make Alamo cool and get that extra healing if the situation allows me to. So let's jump in. Fortunately, we're up against a zombie guild. I checked earlier. So this is a perfect time to try out the new deck. Let's see how it works. So, level 3 Steve, yeah. These guys are noobs. Okay, now, normally I would want to start with the rifle, because I have lots of rifles, but many characters to choose from. But in this case, I'm going to start with Peggy, because now I have 2 choices. Yep, that's what I was expecting. So I could make Senora Hill. She's got, recover and cheer, but meh. Let's go with the Paddlin Peggy. Oh, look at that, a punch of 16. That's crazy. Let's see here. So now we'll go with Peter. Oh, okay. Don't you love it when the game ends before you realize it? Not really, actually. For those long-time viewers, you probably remember why I built the Swap Bob deck in the first place. That was because Paddlin Peggy would get so crazed up that the game would end before I get a chance to heal her. Alright, now we've got some options. I could either go Paddlin Peggy, or... yeah, let's try this out. Wow, a punch of 27. That's nuts. So in addition to the card's auto healing, kind of the idea here is to just throw out as many punches as possible. Just want to overwhelm my opponent with punches. Wow, look at that. The rifle by itself has a punch of 7. That's crazy. Okay, so we can either go with Peggy. So that would be 16 after the bonus. Gun safety Peter. So 12. Let's see what he gets after the bonus. 15. That's nice. That's not bad. Okay. So now I'm going to go with Peggy because we have multiple options as well. Looks like the game's going to end, so what I'll do is I'll put down the Alamo beer just for that extra health. Oh, so far so good, but not much of a challenge. Although those high punches are pretty crazy. Level 1 Stewie. Okay. So I'll go with the rifle. You know what, this time I'm just going to go with 2 rifles. I just want to see what happens. Okay. So he has no way of hitting me, so just why not play 3rd rifle? Oh, that's an interesting name there. Okay, level 3 Steve. Okay, this is, so we've got 4 character cards. 2 Leela's, 2 Peggy's, 1 of Leela's Mythic, and 1 item, the rifle. So we'll start with that. Now, let's see, if I remember, the gun safety Peter, he had a punch of 16, I think it was? Wow, 17. Look at that. So my epic armed card here actually has a better punch than the legendary. But only by 1. That's an important thing to remember. Oh yeah, here we go. Legman. Shield armed, which is different. Usually they either shield or heal cards of a show. This guy here, shield armed. Not that I get to use it, but that's why he's in there. Unfortunately, he's the only one. I wish I had more. Okay, so we'll start with Peggy. That way I have 2 options for her. Go with the rifle. Punch of 16, that's pretty good. Yeah, so technically Penguin Conservator has her beat. At least the epic one anyway. Well, the mythic one definitely. But Paddlin Peggy has the crazed. And when we get up against like really tough players, that's what's going to matter. So here we go. I've got my roller skate Peter, quad fuse now, health of 45. Now I can't heal him, but the game's going to end, so we'll just play him for the high health. Not that I need him, but that's what he's there for. Just the high health. Level 3 Dale. Okay, so we'll start with the Peggy, so that way I have 2 options for her. Not that I really need any of them. Yeah, he's actually hitting back, but thankfully I've got that shield, so I don't have to find out how this arm works. But let's see here. The armed event, sorry. Yeah, so far none of my cards have been damaged, so I have yet to see the armed event actually trigger the auto healing. do you. Punch of 1. So, okay. Let's see here. 2 characters, 2 items. Now, I've broken one of my own rules. Leela and the Tom Landry Middle School do not combo. But in the event that somehow I wound up with a handful of Leelas and Tom Landry Middle Schools, they can shield each other and heal each other. So we'll just kind of have to deal with it if that happens. So I'll start with a rifle, because that way I have 2 options. You know what? I want to see the auto heal happen, so I'm going to make a Penguin Conservator. There we go. Now, let's go with the Tom Landry Middle School. Look at that. Yep, auto heal. Two games left. Really hoping to get a couple Leelas and Peters in the same hand so we can compare them. Alright, let's see. I've got my Fuse Peter now. Let's see what he comes out to be. So we've got a 14 and 14. Wow, punch of 19. Look at that. Yeah, that definitely beats the quad fused epic Leela. So let's go with another rifle. And that one will get shielded by tanks. Not that I need it. Alright, last one. Level 3 Bob, okay. So yes, kind of the same situation we had a few games ago. So I'll start with the rifle. Okay, let's see here. So we go with the Peggy. We gotta go with the Penguin Conservator. Punch of 27. That's just wow. Alright, this time we'll go with the Alamo Beer because it has that high health. Again, not that we need it. But it's good to get in practice. You know, build those habits. We'll need them in the later rounds. Well, that is it. So stay tuned. I will be having the next episode of Morning Joe with Orange Joe here later tonight. This is just round 1 of the Rumble. So I will see you again in about maybe 2 hours, give or take. All right, thank you for watching.